All right, we're going to continue our NASCAR Nationwide Series media availability this afternoon with Chase Elliott, driver of the number 9 Napa Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. Chase is currently the NASCAR Nationwide Series points leader by 13 points over his teammate Regan Smith and is coming off 2 back-to-back wins at Texas Motor Speedway and Darlington. Chase, just talk a little bit about your first time here at Richmond in the Nationwide car, and what do you think going into tomorrow night's race?
Yeah, it's been a little interesting. It's obviously different from car to car. So the last time I was here was in the K&N race 2 years ago. So pretty big difference from those cars, but I hope we can make the right guesses for tomorrow night or whenever we race. So I think it's a neat racetrack, and it always seems to put on a good show. So hopefully we can be a part of that, part of the good guys tomorrow night.
All right, we'll go ahead and open up for questions for Chase. Let's start with Holly. Here it goes.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. Chase, a couple of things. You ran the most laps today. Was that by design to go on and, get the time on track? And secondly, earlier this week, Dale Jr. On Twitter, someone had asked him what he thought your timeline might be, and he said a couple years in Nationwide full-time and a few Cup races. What's your reaction to that, and does that sound about right for you?
I mean, just whatever comes along. It's really not my decision, and it's not anything I'm worried about. So, like I've said, and I've said this pretty much to everybody, and it's been the same answer the past couple weeks. I have a great opportunity where I'm at right now, JRM and Napa, and opportunity that I didn't have going to the off season. So I'm still excited about it, much less anything else. I'm not concerned about. So that's up to Mr. Hendrick or whoever is there to make that decision. It's not my call. So I'll be glad to do whatever they tell me. But I've been told to do what I'm doing right now, and focus on the Nationwide deal. So that's what I'm going to do. And like I've said, if I can do my job now, in the future will figure itself out. Yeah, well, I mean, I always, I think it's good to run as many laps as you can, and fortunately, I thought there at times our car was okay. At times, I didn't think it was very good. So we definitely have some work to do, I think, for the race. But I think running laps is a good thing. I think that just kind of simulates a little bit more what you're going to see in the race. You're not going to make 5-6 lap runs in the race. You're going to be making 50, 60, 70, 100 lap runs. So I feel like trying to simulate that the best you can is hopefully going to be beneficial for us.
All right, we'll continue for questions. Okay, we'll go there.
Chase, Billy Fillmore, Richmond Times-Dispatch. You're one of the new rising young guns in NASCAR. Talk about this, just like this huge tide of this young talent that's infused all the series now, and how you feel about being one of those faces.
Yeah, well, I think, like you said, I think there's a lot of guys right now that some guys that do have opportunities and some guys that don't, that I feel like can compete with the best of them, and that can compete at whatever level they want to, so given the right opportunity. So unfortunately, there's a lot of people that deserve it that don't have it, and there's a lot of guys that do have it and do deserve it that are doing a really good job too. So it's cool to, I'm not sure how that's viewed upon. That's not my call to judge that, but for me, I try to do the best job I can, and there's definitely a lot of guys out here that deserve to be where they're at, and I'd like to see some more guys with some good opportunities as well, because I definitely feel like they can get the job done.
All right, additional questions for Chase? Okay, let's go back to Holly.
Chase, it's very rare these days with how competitive the fields are for someone to win 2 in a row. What is that like for you? What kind of a confidence boost does it give somebody like yourself that's so new to the series to be able to carry 2 wins consecutively and go for a third?
Yeah, well, I think it was, and still you have to look at each week, a week-by-week basis. I don't think you can get caught up in that, just because I said this before, just because we ran good at Texas didn't mean we're going to be any good at Darlington, and just because we ran good there didn't mean we're going to be any good here Friday night. So it really is irrelevant. All these racetracks that we're going to are very different, and there's really, there's definitely positives. And I think it's good for the morale of your team and the guys at the shop that are putting in a lot of long hours, and I think it was good for them to have this off week because they've pretty much been going nonstop since January. So I think having the off week has been good, and obviously I'd much rather be racing, but at the same time I think it was good for our team to kind of get back settled and kind of focus on these next few weeks. And I know we get another off week here pretty quick, and then we go into a long stretch. So Like I said, it was good to have 2 good weeks back to back like that, but at the same time, each week's so different. You gotta take it a week at a time. I sat around the house, really didn't do much, so stayed home and wished I was racing somewhere.
All right, let's go to Chris.
Chris, NightCatchNights.com. Chase, I was just wondering if get your feedback on Talladega next week. Such a historic place for your dad. You know, he's had a lot of success there, and you had a good run at Daytona, top 15 finish, and now going back for a second time in a nationwide car. Just get your thoughts.
Yeah, I thought my performance at Daytona was pretty pitiful, honestly. I didn't feel like I did a very good job learning the draft as quickly as I needed to, so hopefully I can step up for the guys there, and the biggest thing is just try to stay out of trouble. It's much easier said than done, is try to be at the right place at the right time, which is pretty much a big guess. So hopefully we can guess right and just finish next week. I'll be happy.
All right. Any additional questions for Chase? All right. Thanks for joining us today, and we wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.